Yo, what up? What? What's up, guys? I'm re-recording this video because I recorded it, but I just wanted to do a one take because I just wanted to upload something. It's been like a month. But today, what I really feel like talking about is the American dream and why that shit's just not for me. And I think, I feel like people, if you click on the title of this video, a lot of y'all probably can relate. I think most of us are feeling burnt out at work. Like, y'all, I'm on my way to work. I'm about to just work 5 hours. Thank God it's not a lot of hours today. And it doesn't seem too busy, but, there's always that, like, chance that some bullshit pops up and just drags the whole day on, or, like, gives me more time to be at work, which I'm not trying to be. But I feel like a lot of us were burnt out. We're over this shit. I'm not really into the white picket fence and a big ass McMansion and all that shit. Actually, let me turn on my AC. But I'm just not into that shit. I just don't care for it, to be honest. It's just not something that I've ever really been into. I've ever really, and for the craziest part, I never really thought it was achievable. For the most part, you put a loan on a house that you cannot afford, and you spend 10, 15, 20 years trying to pay the house off. Makes no sense to me. Slaving yourself to these bills that you're paying more money towards, like a mortgage, which the interest rate alone it is already a turnoff for me. And like, damn, if I want to get a house and I just so happen I can't afford it, now I have to take out a loan, and let's say the bank wants 3% interest, 5% interest, different percentage depending on like your credit and stuff like that. And even then, that is just like so crazy. So I've never really been into like this dream of these things that everybody apparently wants. Like, of course we all want housing, we all want shelter, and we do want nice things in life, but nice things in life is subjective. What's a nice thing to me is my time and my happiness. What I'm saying? Like, I'm not a money hungry person. I've never been. I don't, I look at money as a tool in life that we use, but other than that, that's all it'll ever be. It's just a tool. It's not, it's never been more than that to me. I feel like a lot of people put too much value in it and become just a little bit too obsessive. It's like money shouldn't control your life to the degree that it does for a lot of these people. And I think for a lot of us that we're kind of looking from, I guess, the outside looking in, it just looks so silly. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course I want a house and I want nice things, but if I can't afford a house, guess what? I'm going to build a house. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Building a little tiny house. And I'm going to move it somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm going to move it somewhere. It's okay where it's at right now. But, I'm not afraid of finding solutions outside of the box. And I think a lot of times people, look at me crazy sometimes when I tell them, especially, I don't want to say like family necessarily, because I think your family has good intentions, but I remember when I was bringing this up, I was like, yeah, I want to build a tiny house, X, Y, and Z. Probably one of the first things one of my cousins said to me, oh, that's some white people shit. And I was just like, what? How is that a white people shit? Like, it just was so strange to me. I'm like, damn, like, like if I want to live debt free and not and not have to be stressed out about bills and stuff like that, that's white people shit. Like do y'all see the cultural difference and the mindset of different demographics? And I'm not saying everybody's like that, or all black people or all white people are like that, but really think about it. Like, some people feel like doing smart things and, you know, not doing the norm is somehow belongs to a certain demographic type of people and like certain way of thinking. Like, no, it's not. Anybody could pull a big brain move and, you know, do something that's going to really benefit them in the long run. And, you know, like, I think working for me, I'm grateful that I have a job, that I get paid well, but I'm not happy. I'm really and truly not, you know what I'm saying? And when I really started to become more happy in my life was when I started to travel and I get to see my friends more, because, you know, I was working part-time, especially during the pandemic. I was really only working part-time, and my job was still able to pay me well. So I was super grateful for that. Like, I will never not be grateful, but it's not something that I wanted to keep doing forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the move for me, and I don't want that to be you know what I'm saying? I just don't want that to be my life moving forward. You know what I'm saying? When I'm old and shriveled up and shit, I want to be able to look back at my life and be like, yo, you did what the fuck you wanted to do. And, you know, for the last pretty much 2 years, I've just been following my dreams, especially with like the tiny house, and I've been trying to get back into like YouTube and stuff like that, because I've been super inconsistent and just haven't really been motivated, and just getting back into my art and stuff like that. And I just really been trying to just live my life and live out my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually in somewhat ways, it's kind of a privilege to actually to be able to just do what you want to do and not have any type of financial repercussions, or, you know, there'll probably always be social repercussions. But, you know, the financial part, that's a huge privilege. You know, not a lot of people can afford to really work part-time or not work at all and just, you know, completely focus on their dreams, whether or not they can make money off it or not. And I'm just at that point in my life where I'm just like, money is not everything. Now, it is something, and I do have a couple financial goals that I'm working towards, which is why I'm about to work 2 jobs. So it may or may not suck. I don't know yet. I have had to work 2 jobs before. And, you know, sometimes it can be a decent situation. Sometimes it can be horrible, depending on who your employers are. And, like, guys, like, these employers are not it. You know, a lot of them, they're not ready. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that happen to have businesses, they don't always run it correctly, and then like you kind of just get stuck in the fucking years of the bullshit, and then you just have to grind through it. It's just so annoying. But that's another big goal. I just want to be able to just like live off passive income, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was, or like just live off, you know, just doing little work here and there. But I'm not to say I don't want to ever work for anybody again, but it's just I just feel like a lot of times employers don't always have your best interests. For a lot of places you go, and I just recently, with like this recent job that I had, that I got hired for, you know, they seem decent. Like, you know, I haven't worked there yet. I'm not gonna say the name or anything like that, because, you know, I didn't work there yet, so I can't really give any information. I haven't experienced anything. But one thing I did notice, even with the pay, and mind you, I went in there part-time. I didn't apply for like a full-time position or anything like that. I just went in, said part-time, hey, I have this other job, you know, I'm just trying to stack my bread, X, Y, and Z. And they understood that. And I didn't feel like I had to like put on this big front. Like, yeah, I'm gonna quit my other job and leave you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know, a lot of times employees don't understand, like, we have bills. So, like, don't get mad at me if I want to work 2 jobs or 3 jobs. Like, you're not paying me enough to pay my bills and save money and, you know what I'm saying, live comfortably. So, therefore, I have to work my life away more to be able to live somewhat more comfortably. Like, that just doesn't seem like a fair deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just not what I want out of life. But what I noticed from this employer was, even with the wages, they offer me a decent wage off the bat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, way more over minimum wage. And I'm in New York, so minimum wage is 15, and it was a decent amount over 15. I'm giving all the details, but I'm just saying, like, I was shook when I went into there. When I went to the interview and I left and I'm in my car and they're telling me we're gonna get back to you to give you a number, and I'm in my car and then the manager's telling me, hey, we're gonna offer you this fit. I was shocked. I thought I would have to like negotiate my way up. Yeah, like, I'm a valued worker, I've been super experienced, They said we're gonna do good by you the first time around, which is super shocking. Like, a lot, like, from my 26 years of living. And I've worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I worked at like 7 places throughout my whole life, right? 7 or 8, some shit like that. This is the only one that I've ever had to like, oh my God, like, that's not that traffic. This is the only one that I've ever had to, that I actually never even had to like negotiate a salary or like a wage. They just offered me something decent up front, and I was shocked by that. I really was. Like, y'all, when I say I was shocked, that's just how that just comes to show like the kind of system that we're living in, where you're actually shocked to be offered a decent wage and you didn't have to beg for it. You know what I'm saying? That's shocking, and I just don't want to live in that world where I feel like that is shocking to be able to be, to actually be shook. I was shook. I was like, what? Y'all offering me that? Y'all don't even know me. Y'all don't even know if I was gonna do good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just see me do one thing look nice, and that was it. But tangent aside, you know, a lot of employers just don't have our best interests, and I'm just like, I feel lucky right now that I have been able to, you know, acquire a job, apparently, that for what I'm seeing right now, they have my best interests. I don't know going forward what's going to happen, but I'll give you guys an update. But it's just, you know, working 5, 6, 7 days, you know, living for the weekends. I've never been a weekend person. I've always wanted my days off to be like weekdays. Like, I like to be off like Mondays and Tuesdays and stuff, and I like consecutive days off. And sometimes jobs don't even want to give you that. Oh my God, I remember when I was working for this company, and it was a supermarket, and they would never give you consecutive days off. Never. It was actually mind-blowing to me, like, how this company kind of just maneuvered. They never gave consecutive days off. They always switch your work days, so you never know when you're actually off. You have to wait for the weekly schedule to let you know if I'm off Monday, or if I'm off Wednesday, or if I'm off, you know what I'm saying? It was just bullshit. Oh my God. They didn't want to give you full-time benefits. They registered everybody as part-time, even though they milked you for full-time hours. It was just crazy. It was crazy how people will abuse you and offer you dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. Like, you literally get so little back. And it's just not, like, sometimes you really look at yourself and you be like, is this worth it? Like, and I was just looking at it when I was burnt out at that job. I was just so unhappy, you know, toxic co-workers. Not everybody, just a few. But it's always the toxic ones that really get to be in that position of just trying to make your life hell when you're at work and trying to not make it, not make it a good work environment. It's just like, like, working is ghetto, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, working is ghetto. Like, it just is. And for me, I just don't want to partake in it anymore. I'm at the edge. I want to be over it so bad. I just want to be able to just live in my little house, work a little basic ass job. If I work a decent job, work a decent job. But I just don't want that to be like the forefront of my life. And I want to be able to have time. Y'all notice a lot of us, we don't have time. It's, you know what I'm saying? There's always something we have to sacrifice. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You can have a little money and a lot of time, a lot of money, no time. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to find a balance. A lot of money, but a stressful life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, When will we actually prioritize the things that we want in life? And not what other people want for us to do in life. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. And I think a lot of us are waking up that this isn't the life that we should be living. Life is meant to be lived, not slaved around. Like, I'm sorry, this isn't the old days. Like, this isn't the 1800s or whatever. I'm not a slave. I will, I'm not shackled up. I want to live free. And I just want to be able to breathe and just, appreciate the fact that I'm here on this planet breathing, that I can see and all this thing. I just want to, really enjoy it. And I know I'm not the only one that doesn't feel it. Oh my God, I can't talk. I know I'm not the only one that feels the same way. I know so many people that feel this. And I feel like it's achievable. Like I said, the last 2 years, when I've been working on this house, and it's not perfect, and I made a lot of mistakes, and there's still a lot of work that I have to do. But I've never felt more free and just less restricted than I've ever felt now. You know what I'm saying? Even with the work and all that stuff, I just never felt binded to anything. Now, there's still things that you gotta go through, still gotta pay rent and stuff like that. But it's like a freeing feeling just to be able to be like, you know what, I did this, I learned, and I was able to really pick up something and just, thrive off of it. I think that's the best thing in life. Because when I was explaining, me building a house, to people, some people were saying you want to get somebody to build it, or X, Y, and Z, or you should get a contractor. I said, no, I wanted to do it. Simply because of the fact I like to just tinker with things, and I like to learn new skills and stuff like that. So for me, it is a fulfilling thing to do it. You know what I'm saying? It makes me happy to be able to say, yes, I did that myself. That's just a really fulfilling feeling. And it's just, every time I think about it, I said, wow, I really did that. I could achieve that. And that's really the main reason why I wanted to do it, because I feel like if you can push yourself to do something like that, you could do a lot of things. Like, we're capable of doing so much and achieving so much. We just have to put our minds to it. So if anything you want in life, guys, just remember, put your mind to it, study up. Of course, you're going to make mistakes. We all are. We're humans. We're not robots. You know what I'm saying? We're not a PDF you can download and all the instructions are just there. It's never that easy. But, once you achieve it, you could achieve a lot of things. And I just, I think if I didn't do this, I would be in a different situation. I wouldn't feel as independent as a person I am now. I feel like I could do so many things just because I decided to build a little house. You know what I'm saying? just because I decided I wanted to live differently and live less stressed and, you know, less stuff. But that's my little rant for today. I hope you guys like it. It's not usually what I talk about, but I'm trying to diversify. I saw everybody talking about this, and I felt the same way. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to upload a video about this too. So thank you guys for watching. I'm probably going to upload this today. I'm probably not going to edit this. If I'm being honest, I'm just going to upload it straight up. But like I said, thank you guys again for watching my video. I hope you guys like it. If you do, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But, you know, that's it for the video. I got to drive to work. See ya.